Hi, this is Mark Pledger from Gunrats, and I'm joined today with my son, Connor, the converter, converts ammunition into noise, out in the gun range, and we're going to be shooting a couple of the Beretta handguns. We're going to concentrate predominantly on the APX series of guns, and we've got it from the little carry, which is a brand spanking new gun for the South African market, into the Centurion, and then into the full size. But instead of me shooting it, I'm going to allow Connor to shoot it. He's very capable with a long rifle, but he hasn't had a huge amount of experience on a handgun. So you're going to have a chance to actually shoot some of these amazing guns today and see what they like, see which one fits you best. So this is the Beretta APX series, so their Striker 5 version. It's an absolutely unbelievable gun, and the reason being is that the design and the function of the gun is one of the best that I've ever had the opportunity to shoot. So just to confirm, the gun is 100% safe. So the APX, this is the Centurion version. It's a 15-shot APX. The reason why I think this gun is absolutely brilliant is a number of key aspects. Number one, the gun fits very nicely in your hands. So what happens is you've got quite a big overhang at the back of the gun, which moves your center of gravity a little bit forward. So what that does is it doesn't have a huge amount of recoil. You also have various little back straps that you can fit them to make sure that they fit your gun or fit your hand 100%. They really have got a nice, rough, grippy feeling. So when you hold the handle, you'll see that it gets in up nice and tight, and you've got a huge amount of grip on your hand itself. Number two, you'll notice that the height over bore, so the height of the bore of the barrel over your hand is unbelievably low. So again, what it does, it actually controls your recoil, so you don't have a huge amount of muzzle jump. Number three is that you have these huge striations on the side of the slide. So the nice thing is that irrespective whether your hands are wet or slippery for whatever reason, you are able to grab the slide and you're able to cycle very, very easily. You also have really nice sights. They steel sights. So again, if you've lost the use of one of your hands, you'll easily be able to rack the slide on a table or your belt or any of those other things without any issues. Another thing that I think is absolutely brilliant about this gun, and it's the little things that really make it unbelievably important. Again, we know that it's 100% clear and the magazine is removed. The gun, if you have to fight off a person and you're really in close contact, a lot of these striker fire pistols, as soon as you move it out of battery, you aren't able to actually fire the gun. The nice thing about the Beretta is they have a slightly longer guide pin that if you push it onto a person or onto a body or anything like that, you're still able to fire the gun. The safety of the gun, like most of the striker fires, the gun is only 100% safe if you keep your finger off the trigger. But Beretta has brought in really nice safety points as well. So the gun as it stands there is 100% safe. And if you notice at the top there, you'll notice the little pin that rises out of the body, and it shows you that the firing pin is now engaged and it will fire the actual shot. To take the gun apart is very simple. You've got a little button that you can push and the slide falls forward. But with all these striker fires, the big thing is that you have to deactivate the gun before you can actually open up the gun. And in there lies the problem. If you have a jammed round in the chamber and you want to try and take any of the other striker fire guns apart, you have to carry on pulling the trigger to try and deactivate it, and then you're only able to open it. That can cause problems, especially if there's a problem with that round. You don't want to have any negative thing happen. So Beretta has overcome that by a little deactivation pin. So you'll see there's a little pin there. You push it with a pen or something sharp and it will deactivate the gun, and it will allow you to actually open up and strip the gun. So the nice thing is that you're able to deactivate the gun and then able to push the pin, lock it forward, and the whole gun comes apart. So the gun overall is unbelievably comfortable. It is 100% ambidextrous. You can change the magazine release from the left hand side through to the right hand side. You can also got buttons on both sides that it's easy for you to drop the slide and engage. As I mentioned, the magazine is a 15-shot magazine. It comes standard with the gun. You've got 2 magazines that come with the gun. The nice thing is that they are stainless steel as well, so when you practice and you constantly drop them on the ground, you don't have any issues with that magazine actually breaking. But what's also very nice is that Beretta also comes out with 17-shot mags, or the longer magazines. And the nice thing is that you've got a really nice little filler in there that fits perfectly into the gun. So even if you've got a guy with a slightly bigger hands and you want to use a more of a smaller concealed type weapon, you're now able to extend the magazine and it fits really comfortable in your hands. Also, what's really nice on this APX is that the APX has got a really good, crisp, safe trigger. So it's set at 6 pound, but the nice thing about it is that the sear is actually engaged. So when you take up on the gun, you'll feel the initial take up, and then at that point you know that it's going to break. But it's a nice, crisp break. And most of the striker fires that are out in the market, they actually have a trigger that actually pulls back and it engages the sear and then only goes forward. This one is really a nice trigger. The reset as well on the gun is really good. A really nice trigger for a striker fire, probably one of the best in the market. The internal mechanism is the license part, as well as the barrel and the slide. So if you want to customize your gun and actually have something unique for yourself, you can actually go and buy aftermarket different colors of the bottom, and you can have really nice, you can actually pimp your gun to the way that you would actually like it. You also have different types of grips, so you can have finger grips, you can have just the stock standard rough texture all around. Really, it's a gun that you can customize specifically for yourself. So we'll have an opportunity to shoot from the small little carry, absolutely beautiful gun. It comes with a 6-shot and 8-shot magazine, to the Centurion with a 15-shot mag, and then to a full size.